Hi everyone, Alchemist here. First of all, I would like to thank you very much for your support, for your subscriptions, for your likes, for your comments. I truly appreciate it. Today is a smoke scrying reading for you. And I'm going to use this fresh, brand new stick to channel the energy for you, what the spirit wants you to know. Let's see what spirit has for you through the smoke. All right. So the smoke is very faded. It's slow and steady. It's not very powerful. It's barely even there. Okay. Spirit here is saying basically you're a person with a very soft energy. Your energy is very soft. It's very mellow, which is represented by the smoke here. Look how the smoke is. You're very airy. It's like the people with the qualities of the astrological signs of air that represent air, basically Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. You have that quality, but more so like it's an Aquarian energy. It's more like a Aquarius or Libra energy. It's like you're very flowy. You're very you just flow. You just follow the wind. You follow the air. You don't take things too seriously, and your higher self is telling you that's something very good. Whichever wave comes in your life, you try to ride it. You don't ask too many questions. You just try to see what spirit has for you. What does it have in store for you? And you go with it. And this doesn't have to specifically apply to the people who only are the part of the air signs, astrological signs. This can apply to other people as well, depending on what you have on your astrological chart or depending on your personality. But Spirit here is saying you have this very strong energy about you that no one is seeing. It's hidden. It's behind the scenes. So when people see you, when people meet you for the first time, they don't see this energy about you. They think that you're just a normal person. They think that you're someone who's just living a normal life and that you're just minding your own business, and then you're just like a, literally like a, almost like a boring person. You're like a boring person who's just living like any other human. But Spirit is saying that is completely wrong, because the amount of energy you have inside of you is incredible. And it just needs to be ignited, just like this fire. This energy is not ignited, it's very dormant within you. And it has been dormant for a very long time. I hear for almost even the past reincarnation, not even this reincarnation, but even your past reincarnation. And this energy was dormant. And it's, look, actually the fire is about to turn off, which this so rarely happens in any of my smoke scrying readings. Look how the fire, it's almost turning off. So this is a representation of you even in your past life. You have this strong energy, but it's so dormant. And Spirit is trying to warn you here, because this energy is very... I'm going to revive this fire, and it's going to be, hopefully, it's going to also reflect in your life. I'm going to revive it. And here we are. We revived the fire. So hopefully this is going to reflect in your life as well. The fire is going to be revived within you. Spirit is trying to warn you here, is saying that this energy that's within you, it's incredible, it's amazing. But it's so dormant and so hidden for few reincarnations, for this reincarnation, for your past reincarnation. It was so dormant to the point that you're forgetting it. You're forgetting that you have this. You're forgetting that this is part of you. You're forgetting that this is who you are. And Spirit is trying to warn you here by saying, if you keep doing so, you're going to lose this power. It's not going to be part of you anymore. This is similar to humans, how they were 20, 30, 40,000 years ago. Humans that were on Earth, they lived, the ones who lived on Atlantis, the ones who lived with the gods. Humans, for starters, they were giants. They were like 9, 10 feet tall. These are humans. They were very beautiful and powerful in terms of physique and looks, and in terms of power and strength. They looked like gods. Because, mind you, in religious texts, it's written that the human, Adam and Eve, the first humans, were created in the image of God. You know what that means? Wrap your head around that. In the image of God. You know what that means? Because we usually misunderstand it. If we're created in the image of God, you think that humans of nowadays, you think God looks like them? Or this one God who created humans? Because I believe it's not one. It was one of the gods who decided to create humans. And again, this parallels with the story in the stories we find in Mesopotamia with the Anunnaki, and when Enlil and Enki, the brothers, decided to create the human race. And Enki specifically created them. Enlil was involved as well, but he was also the higher boss. So it's not only this one God that created humans, it's one of the gods. One of the gods created humans. But if they created humans in their image, do you think, can you imagine that these gods looked like us nowadays? The humans that, no. The first humans that were created looked incredible because they were created in the image of God. So they looked like the gods. So when you would see them at first, you would think that they're gods because they were created in the image of gods. And what are the qualities of the gods? They're very tall. They're very good looking. They're very strong. Their physical traits are incredible. It's something humans cannot imagine. And so the first humans were like that. Adam and Eve, they were like that. I think in the Islamic tradition, it is believed that Adam was a giant. I think if you would ask the Muslims, they know this, that they believe that Adam, the first creation of God, was a giant. They also used to live longer, hundreds and hundreds of years. And they used to live longer, like hundreds and hundreds of years, like the gods, who used to live hundreds, if not thousands of years. It has been documented that the Anunnaki gods, they used to live for thousands of years. Many rulers ruled for thousands of years. Each king or ruler ruled for thousands of years. But what happened to humans? We used to look like the gods. We used to be like the gods, live hundreds, thousands of years, giants, masters of magic. Yeah, magic was something normal to humans. They could just do magic so easily. But what happened to humans? Over the millennia, humans lost that ability. They started living less. They're not as tall anymore. That's why now we're like tiny creatures. We're not giants anymore. Our looks are not as mesmerizing as they used to be, where in a way, all of us, I'm saying all of us, all of the humans were uglier. Yes? So we lost that ability. We're not as graceful. We're not giants. We don't live longer. And don't get me started on magic. Magic completely disappeared. We forgot. Humans, they forgot how to be like the gods, like Adam, like the first humans that were created who looked exactly like the gods. And that's why the religion says we created the human in our image. Our image. The same thing is happening for you. in this reading. Reincarnation after reincarnation after reincarnation, you're forgetting this fire, this power within you, and you're losing it. So Spirit is warning you about this, and it wants you to awaken these powers. It wants you to revive them. Otherwise, you will become the boring human that everyone thinks you are. Because everyone thinks you are that, so you're going to become it. So Spirit wants you to fix this. But how can you fix it? You can fix it by showing your power to the world. Showing your fire to the world, like the fire here right now. See? As I'm saying it, you see how the fire didn't turn off like earlier? Look how it's trying to. Look at the fire. I'm not going to even say anything. Look what the fire is doing. It's just trying. It's trying to be born. You see in this, you see in the camera how it's trying. That's what Spirit wants you to do. He wants you to act like this fire. He wants you to show your gift to the world. It wants you to show who you are to the world. It wants you to revive that energy within you. Because if you keep forgetting it and you dismiss it, not only the smoke disappears, but as earlier, even the candle flame disappears as well. So that's going to reflect all around you. Your power is going to be gone, but even everything around you, your life is going to become more boring and nothing is going to be happening that's exciting. You're going to feel more stressed out, more depressed, more unhappy, which is actually what's happening to a lot of humans around the world. Everyone is forgetting who they are. That's why I keep saying over and over and over in many of my readings, and I will not stop saying it, you have to know who you are. Know thyself. It used to be hanged in the entrances of the Egyptian temples. Know thyself. Know thyself. Know thyself. In Latin, it's Scito Te Ipsum. Mystery schools, they used to have this saying hanged also. Every time you go, they would make you see and read Know thyself. This is something that started since ancient Egypt. So you have to know thyself. And that's the problem of most humans nowadays. They don't know who they are. And that's why everyone is miserable. That's why everyone is unhappy. That's why everyone is just complaining all the time. That's why everyone is lost and confused all the time. Because people are forgetting who they are. They don't know who they are and they're forgetting it. And reincarnation after reincarnation, you're going to forget who you are more and more and more until it's just too late, until you might not be able to even reincarnate anymore. Have you ever thought about that? You might be just not able to reincarnate anymore. Not ascend and go to this amazing place and become a higher spirit. No, no, no. You're just not going to be able to think of it as you're not going to be able to exist. Or you will be forever in that part of the underworld where spirits stay there for eternity. You know that the underworld has this part, this area full of spirits that are just there. And they're there forever. They can stay there for thousands of years, for millions of years. Some of them stay there forever. They don't go anywhere. You don't want to end up there. It's like, you know, in Christianity, they call it purgatory. I think that's the representation of it. And you're just there. Because you don't want to end up there. And the souls that end up there are the ones who completely forget who they are. After hundreds and hundreds of reincarnations, and then they're just at a point where they just don't know anything. And they end up there. Because as above, so below. If you want to thrive as a spirit and go higher to the higher dimensions, you have to thrive on earth first. What do you think it is? You think that thriving on earth is not important? You have to thrive on earth, as above, so below. If you don't thrive on earth, how do you think you're going to thrive in spirit? And thriving on earth, again, doesn't mean making money. Doesn't mean being a businessman and making money, like what everyone is saying nowadays. Because it seems like the only way to measure success nowadays is by being rich and making millions and millions and billions of dollars. No. Thriving on earth doesn't mean that you have to make millions and billions of dollars. That's not what thriving means. It means You become who you are. You show the world who you are. You're not scared of who you are. And you are happy with what you are. And you use that for your growth, for your expansion, for your betterment, and for the betterment of other people. Because by improving yourself, automatically other people will be inspired by you. You will inspire other people, so you don't need to worry about changing other people. They're going to be inspired by you. But first you have to change yourself. You have to know yourself. And Spirit wants you. See this fire? That's what it wants from you. To make this fire strong and high. Oof. It's even started exploding, you see that? And look how much smoke came out from this last fire. That's what you need to do. That's how you awaken your true power, your true fire. And when you start doing that, then you're going to start improving your spirit and accessing the higher dimensions, that where you're supposed to be. So your higher self is telling you, please don't dismiss your inner power. Don't forget it. It's important, because it doesn't want you to lose it forever. You can revive it if you want to. You can revive it. You have that power to make it ignite again. Because you deserve to move on. You deserve to ascend. You deserve to go to better places. Not degrade and go to lower places. You deserve to go to higher places. Okay? But your higher self is saying you can do it. If you decide you want to do it, you can do it. That's what I'm hearing. So I trust that after this reading, you're going to try to revive your power. I trust in you. Your higher self trusts in you as well. All right? And this is what I have for you in this reading. Thank you very much for tuning in. Let me know in the comment section if this reading resonates, and I'll see you in the next video. Shochresen, Imaros, Shines, Roquelelos, Itejores, Simandos.